first I'm going to start off with a moisturizer. I'm going in with the Josie Maran Argan Milk, and I'm going to shake it up really well and apply it all over my face. I already did my skin, and for that I used the Revlon Color Stay Foundation, and I am testing out primer right now, so I have primer on this side, not on this side, so if they look a little different, that's why. And that will be a full other review, and I am testing out the Nivea Men's Aftershave Balm, so keep your eye out for that. That'll either be before this or after this, but most likely after. I also applied my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the areas of my face that need a little bit more coverage, and then I set the entire face with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. So now that my brows are done, I'm aware they are bold. I am going to move on to my eyes, and what we're gonna do for today is I think I wanna go for a really blown out halo eye look with a really nice bright center, but really deep and cherry outer corners and inner corner. So let's get started. And since I got such a positive response on my last in-depth makeup tutorial that I did, where I really sat down and I really explained each technique and why, I'm gonna try and do that again with this video. I'm gonna make it short, precise, but to the point, and so you know why each step is being done. So let's get going. I'm starting off with my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. This is a really fat blending brush that you can use to add your transition shade down. A shade that's light enough that it's close to the shade of your skin color, but it can be a different shade. So it can be like purple, pink, blue, but you want it to be light as in like the same tone as your skin, not tone, but the same level as your skin. I am putting that down above my crease and a little bit in my crease. And I'm using the color Sorbet from Makeup Geek, which is this really light peachy pink color. And I'm bringing that above the crease and all over that top brow bone. If you don't know, the reason that we do this shade is because you're gonna add darker pinks in a bit, and we're gonna take them a little further down. And this just makes it look like they blend out together instead of it being like dark pink, skin. A lot of people think they can't do pink or red eyes, and that's actually wrong. A lot of times the reason that you think you can't do it is because you're not wearing lashes with it, and you're not like doing your brows and the rest of your face. If you just put red eyeshadow on right now with no other makeup on, you're gonna look crazy. But if you actually do it up with the total look being done, it actually makes it super wearable. So if you're wondering why it looks like you're tired or sick when you have red or pink eye makeup on, it's a lot of times because you're not finishing the eye look. So definitely take it to that last step, put on some lashes, especially if you want to be able to pull off those colors. I'm gonna go in with Makeup Geek Cupcake now, which is a matte mauve pink, and I'm going to put that into the crease of my eye and really blow that out so that it's not super harsh, because we're not doing a really precise eye look today, so you're not gonna need that. And I'm taking that right down into the crease, and I'm taking it all the way across the lid because I'm gonna do a halo eye and I want it to have a nice blend. So I'm taking it all the way into the inner corner. Now I'm gonna take my Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease Brush, and this is just a real tapered, pointed brush, and you don't have to have this exact one, but one that's similar. And I'm gonna take the color Cherry Cola from Makeup Geek, and I am going to run that deeper through the crease. This is just a deep, dark, maroonish red shade. You can see how that doesn't have a nice blend into the skin. It almost looks too harsh, which makes it look kind of weird. If you just take a translucent powder like the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder, or any powder really, any translucent powder, and take it on a fluffy blending brush and then run it along those areas, it really helps to blend out that edge without adding any pigment down, so that you can get that really nice gradient into the skin look. So to bring this back down to I'm not gonna say it's more wearable, but I'm gonna add a little bit more of a purple tone to this so that it's more fun and flirty and not so red, 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 pink, pink, pink. And for that, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek Curfew, which is a nice matte warm purple, and I'm going to be mixing that with a tad bit of Cherry Cola, and I'm going to be taking that on my Morphe M705 brush. And the reason I like this brush is because it has a point to it and it can really get into the inner corners. And what we're doing is a halo eye look, so we're only putting it on the inner corner and the outer corner. We're not blending it all over the mobile lid. And you may be wondering, what is the point of a halo eye? The halo eye is when you do the dark, and then light in the center. The reason I like this type of eye look is, for one, it's easy. For two, it gives this rounded, bigger eye, ball-eyed effect. Ball eye. For Valentine's Day, you're gonna have balls for eyes. What I mean is, it gives this really rounded ball eye. That's all I can think of is ball eye. You'll see what I'm talking about, but it's really attractive on the lid. That's all I can say. Once you've laid down your colors, then take a brush with no additional product on it and just sort of soften those edges if they were a little bit hard, because you don't want it to look, it can start looking messy. Sometimes these makeup looks can start to look messy. So if you just kind of take the edge of a clean brush and run it right along there, it's not clean, okay? I mean, like, you can tell it's not clean, but I didn't add any additional product to it. It's just from one that we used earlier. And just sort of transition that into the color that we put down into the crease. It'll look a little less crazy. So now, taking any flat domed brush, this is a flat shader brush, and this is the Sigma E56 lid shader brush, and I love this brush. I wish I had like the full size version of it. I just got this little like travel sized one, but I love this brush so much for applying pigment to the lid. So you can see that we left the center of the lid bare, and this is where we're gonna add the bright pop of shimmer. I wanna go bright because I want it to really make my eyes look like balls. To make the pigment look more metallic, spray your brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. From what I understand, you can use eye drops as well. I'm using Fix Plus because I have it. I'm going in with the color Whimsical from Makeup Geek, and this is probably one of my all-time favorite shades. This is one of the foiled shadows, and when you spray your brush first, it literally turns it into like a liquid, not liquid, but like a pasty pigment that when you put down, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I just take that and I pat that on the center of the eye where I left none of that dark color. See how bright that is? Now don't take it any above the crease. So where we put down that crease color, do not take it above that. Just right on the mobile lid here. So leave it looking like that. It looks really blocky right now, but leave it like that for now, and then we'll go and we'll make it look blended in just a sec. So now that you've got that shade down, then you can take a little bit of one of the darker colors we put down. I'm gonna go in with Cherry Cola and just pat it over the edges where you put down that pigment. And that will make it look as though it goes dark and it blends right into the light and then back around to dark. And if you want to really blend those edges in together, take that flat brush that you used before and take that without any new product on it and just tap it over the edges. Just tap, 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 tap. And you're just sort of trying to make it look as though it's got like this perfect transition. If you want to make it look a little bit more grounded, you can take that Curfew color, which was the purple, mixed with a little bit of the Cherry Cola color, and just redefine that crease. Not completely, and don't, go ham with it because you'll kind of remove what you just did, but just a little bit to show that, hey, it's supposed to be dark in there still. Then sometimes I'll take like that first transition shade we went in with when I'm gonna do the Sorbet color and just rerun that back through the area where I did that transition shade down, and it just sort of adds that color back, because a lot of times when you blend over so much, it sometimes can remove that first color, and it'll also help you blend out any edges that didn't look so good. So now taking that Curfew and Cherry Cola color mixed together, I'm gonna take and put that on my lower lash line with my Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease Brush. You can also take a little bit of that first color, Cupcake, and run that right underneath it to make the gradient from the lower lash line more smoky. Then to make this eye look really sultry and sexy, I am taking the NYX Très Jolie pencil in the color black, and I am running that along my upper and lower waterline, and I'm gonna smudge that out just a tiny little bit. So I'm going to put on a layer of mascara. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara because this is Valentine's Day and sex. Now if you don't like lashes, you can stop here if you want just a more natural, more wearable. This is not natural at all. I don't really know what I'm saying. But if you want to not go ham with it, don't put on lashes. This is Kristi, I'm putting on lashes. And I'm going to be using the House of Lashes Siren because I feel that they are really long and flirty, and you can like bat your eyelashes at your crush. They're gonna wanna do you. If you would like a full in-depth lash application video and you're nervous to try it, but you're gonna give it a go, I will link my video in the description of this video, and it is literally a false eyelashes 101. It'll teach you how to put them on start to finish, all the ins and outs of false eyelashes. All right, so now I've applied my lashes. It makes a huge difference in the eye look. It makes it really flirty, especially if you're like, oh. No, nobody would have sex with that. Nobody. So I'm gonna keep it light on the contour today, and I'm gonna go in with a pink shade on my cheeks. And for this, I'm using my Tarina Tarantino blush palette, and I'm gonna use this shade here, and it has no name. It's pink. You don't have to use this one, just use any one. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe M601 brush, and I'm going to take a highlight shade. Now this is MAC Soft and Gentle. You don't have to use this. You can use the Balms Mary Luminizer. You can use Fergie Center Stage Collection from Wet n Wild. You can use Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. You can use whatever. But I'm going to go in with this first because it's like a soft champagne shade. And I'm just going to run that in the area that I want to be highlighted, obviously. And this one isn't as intense, so I kind of take this all over, and then I go in with a real sharp highlight color like the Mary Luminizer and put that right on the high planes of my face. So now I'm gonna go in with Mary Luminizer, and I'm gonna spray my brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, and that just makes the highlight that much more intense. And take that, put it right on the high points of your face. Like, if you don't want it somewhere, well, you just Fix Plused it, so good friggin' luck. Lately, I've been wearing liquid lipstick everywhere I go. And if you want to make sure that your kiss is transfer proof on the day of, then you can do that. But I think I'm going to do something glossy today because I am not feeling liquid lipsticky right now. It's just so dry and so, like, I feel like sometimes sexier is glossier because it makes your lips look bigger and it makes them look so pouty and like, Today I'm going to use Creme Brulee from NYX, and it is one of the butter glosses. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys love it. Because I did a more bold makeup look, I wanted to go a little more natural and sexy with my hair. So I just curled it with my really big curling iron, and it was just this one here. I don't really know what size this is. I think it's like a 2-inch. And this is the finished makeup look. So tag me if you guys do this at RawBeautyKristi on Twitter or on Instagram, and you guys can show me your makeup looks. I would love to see them if you guys recreate this. Please show me. It doesn't have to be pink, it could be any color, but I just want to see what you guys did. So thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos most every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Also, you can follow me on all my other social media, which is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope. Those are all RawBeautyKristi. I thank you guys so much for watching. Have a very happy Valentine's Day. Get it on. And I will see you at my next video. Bye. I already put on my skin. I already skinned somebody and put it on. If this is a video about Valentine's and about love, can it also be about sex and how much I want to have sex with Justin Bieber in this video? Oh, Bieber. Oh, I want to be her. Who pushes him away when he's fucking that hot? Oh. Bieber. Fucking do that to me. Please.